Wah, wah, wah. PDF files is now lit. We're now live. We're now live, guys. Welcome to the PDF files. Y'all see the name of the title. Y'all see what we doing. I'm about to lay up there and let this intro play. And for the YouTube algorithm, once again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Once again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Anything said in here are alleged. It's alleged. Everything we saying in here is alleged. So remember that Google algorithm. We just playing a fantasy game. We just playing the sake of what if. We're just throwing some ideas out there. All right. And without that, with that being said, let's get to the without that further ado. You know what I'm saying? How they say that? Without further ado, let's get it, man.
Shit.
Turn around. Turn around. Make an about face. All the way around. Okay, now drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Go ahead. Oh, no. Yeah. All right, hold it. Proud of what I am and what I represent. Are you a traveling man? I'm a proud of what I am and what I represent. And you're using the black. Look at the condition of our people, man. Leave us alone with brother. Look at the condition of our people, brother. Leave us alone. How you walking with the illumination of our people, man? Leave us alone. That's a sign of our ancient king. You don't represent us. Huh?
Niggas left out shit. You think I'm about to miss my chance becoming a real nigga by telling you who really did it? When I know who did it, but I ain't about to tell you, cause I'm gonna take the charge. That's what real niggas do. You got the game fucked up out shit. You a whole hoe out shit.
So, the Illuminati, is this a real thing?
Yes.
And were you ever introduced to it? Did you?
I would never tell you that. But I would tell you one thing. I told you, success don't come from working hard. What I told you, success comes from being chosen.
Chosen, right.
You didn't catch me. I went over your head.
Right.
I already told you it was Illuminati.
Okay.
But you gotta have you gotta have supply and demand. You gotta be able to supply what they're willing. You gotta have it. You gotta have what they want. And your job is to make sure that you keep providing it, or they're gonna do you something.
Right.
I don't think you're ready for that.
Yeah, no. Listen, I want to say we are, but we're not. Because if you say some
I don't think you're ready for that, Joker.
if you say some shit that we can't comprehend,
But Joker, you ain't peeped me. I said it to him from the beginning. He ain't count.
Because most people want a specific scenario.
I know you do, but guess what? In this world, I'm not obligated to give you what you want. I'm obligated to give you what you need, and you have to be mentally ready for what you need.
To get a place where we can just do great movies and there is no casting couch and no demonic rituals you got to follow, and you don't have to bring baby oil and nothing that might compromise you, and there's nobody judging you. It's just a place that makes really great movies, and you can come there and do that. And so Kemet Movie Works is that. And so
that pedophiles are in power.
Yes.
They are literally in power. And that is intentional because then they can be controlled while they are in power. And they are also exhibiting signs of a psychopathology that lets them know that they will do harm to the masses and feel nothing because they were themselves, many of them, raped when they were children. Yep. It's not a coincidence that Justin Trudeau is gay. Obama, gay. Zelensky, gay. Emmanuel Macron, gay and married to a trans man who molested him when he was a child. And that despite the overwhelming evidence, like for me, the litmus test now is like Brigitte Macron. I'm like, if you want to figure out who is a fraud in media, there's no way to read that 6-part series and go through it and come out of it being like, no, totally legit. Like these are just rumors. It's like one picture of yourself in your first 30 years of living, please. And they
show me her brother.
Where's your brother?
Wait, where is
John
he?
Michel.
I'll show you my brother. Yeah. Where's your brother?
Yeah.
It's
I must appease him with the gift of a man-child. Come to me. I must feed you. I must feed you to the northwest. Oh, take him. Oh, take the baby. Take the baby. Don't eat me. The baby.
Whoa, wow. What an intro. What did you guys think of the intro? You thought I invented the receipt party. Remember? You remember how many channels, remember how many of my channels got terminated because I be coming with them receipts? All right, bro. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right? Man, I think everybody who showed up yesterday for the Super Bowl, y'all made a nigga go viral for the Super Bowl. All my haters came and see me for the Super Bowl. That was crazy, huh? All my haters came and see me for the Super Bowl. In today's episode of the files, we're gonna go through some receipts that I've been had. And for those who don't believe, for those who don't know, go down the threads, the live thread and the video thread of my YouTube channel. Click on the live thread and scroll down and see how long I've been, doing, lives on this particular channel. And then go on the video thread and scroll down and see how long I've been doing videos on this particular channel. And the number one thing you're going to be able to see when I was asleep, still on some quote unquote street nigga ish, right? Or you keep scrolling up from that, you're gonna see, oh dang, he went through a process of awakening. It also shows you how I did one of my first group FCA yoga sessions in California. I made my name in Cali. I made my name in LA. A lot of people don't even know that. A lot of people don't even know how I even got popping. Where you come from? How you even on the internet? Oh man, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, but I got popping. I got popping in my city first, yeah. But after that, I got popping in California, Los Angeles next. The city of the Lost Angels, and like to call it the city of the evil angels, the city of the city of the monster angels. So when I came through in Cali, the Matrix interacted with me as it should have, and they was calling me Dr. Sabi #2. A lot of people don't know. Speaking of which, wait a minute, let me pay my bills, man. Here go my church right here. This is what we all about. You can research us, Google us up on that. Right here, told you, go on the website. It is now $55. The great grand holy mother has blessed me and made me flourish, and so the prices have come down. And now y'all, like I said before, if you ain't got $55, stay your broke ass away from me anyway. You ain't got $55, man. You need more help than miracle food if you ain't got 55. But now we about to make it. Eventually, it's gonna be just complete philanthropy, and we're out here just healing people with the product. So be on the lookout in the near future for when Great Mother gives me the provision to make sure that we just doing pop-up shops and we just showing up with the product, healing people. You know what I mean? Get all our paperwork and everything straight to do that for the public. Boom. Don't forget to go get the Black Cube Codex, Saturn Exposed, Sovereignty Restored. right there on the website, chakradoctor.xyz. Okay, chakradoctor.xyz. Once again, you already know I wrote the book on this. All right. It come to the clinic, come to my clinic, get a 3-day reset at the clinic. Make sure you come get your chakras activated or download the FCA yoga tutorial. Yeah. MK Ultra self mind control programming and mentorship. Look into it, man. Look into it. Chakra Doctor Hypnotherapy for those who want to increase any level of life. It don't matter what level of life you're trying to increase. We got the money algorithms. Y'all already know what it is. We got the love, sex, relationship algorithms. Y'all already know what it is. The only straight male on this bitch that's a real man that is able to do actual real tarot and shit, nigga, and break down the science of it and the metaphysics of it and don't sound like no kooky head, crazy crackpot person. Make sure y'all get the Alma's Positive Mind, the sigils, everything on the website. And last but not least, y'all remember I started off with the affirmation Bible, man. Affirmations supposed to be your temperature of the day, man. At all times playing throughout your head, man. You ain't gonna be able to get nowhere unless you got you some affirmations jumping. You feel me? So boom. The number one thing that we gotta realize, let me sip my little water real quick. Go get you some 9.5. Go get you some 9.5 water. I'm telling you now, your body is gonna your body is gonna thank you when you get you some 9.5 water. Get you some 9.5 water, your body gonna go, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah, motherfucker go, hallelujah. In this bitch, for real. Today up on today's episode, I got some files that I wanted to go through real quick. Cause somebody was praising, somebody was big upping, somebody was, somebody was taking and glorifying the devil. So I had to, ruin somebody's appetite about somebody. But hey, bro, a lot of y'all glorify these people, but I remember I've been exposing them. Go look, I've been exposing these folks. So LeBron, you not gonna escape the smoke, LeBron. LeBron James, what make you think you was gonna duck this smoke when I was around for your initiation rituals? I remember your initiation rituals because I remember when you came into the league, hey, I'm big onking this bitch. So I remember when you came into the league. I remember when Kobe came into the league. I remember when Jordan was the greatest player, and I've watched Jordan play, and I've watched Jordan play, I've watched Kobe play, and I've watched LeBron play, and and still to this day can't, and nobody has been able to duplicate the Jordan. Nobody has been able to duplicate the greatness. Remember I told you that was a time, that was the microcosm mimicking the macrocosm in a certain level of life. I call it the three mic experience. You either, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, and Mike Tyson, all three of them at the same time hit their peak in their prime. And the only one that survived and made it into legacy, where they're a household name and a brand in everybody's life as if they were Walmart, is Michael Jordan. Mike Tyson, when that Matrix ate him up. And I'm not saying, nobody's saying anything like that. I'm just saying, hey, look at what happened when Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan. It was like my spirit of Michael hit the world. Wow. And three mics at the same time were at their peak. So much so they was thinking about, I don't know if they did it, but I remember the concept of them having their own cartoon together was going about. So, I've watched LeBron play, I've watched Jordan play, I've watched Kobe play. And I'm gonna tell you just like this, man. Michael Jordan, that's God the Father. Kobe Bryant, that's God the Son, and LeBron James is God the Holy Spirit, bro. That's how that go. That's how that goes. Don't ever. Just on these simple facts of manhood. LeBron crumbled when it was time to win more times than the two that y'all comparing them to did. When it was time to win, LeBron crumbled. In major, let me prove myself to be the greatest of all time situations, he proved himself to not be the greatest of all time. The other two, not so much. The other two went on runs. Went on runs with this shit. Three peats with this shit. Bloop, bop, boop. You feel me? Really getting it. But you gotta give LeBron the credit for doing what has never been done before, and that's what? Longevity. Nobody ain't never he done what somebody ain't never done before, created his own lane, Holy Spirit. You feel me? But getting outside of the basketball, football, worshiping of ball behavior, because they say ball is life. Think about it. Why would they call it ball is life if they wasn't talking about ball? Why would balling? They always talking about balling. I'm balling. I ball till you fall. I remember, man, being bombarded. Just nothing but ball talk. We all grew up and we played some type of ball, or we seen somebody play some type of ball, right? So I want to, get demystified from their occupation. I want to get demystified from their occupation, and we getting into the receipt of it. Cause I'm not even making this on no clout shit. No, bro. I'm making this because I remember when me and only a few people were saying this, and they completely demolished our channel. Look, they completely went on an extermination all around the internet. Completely doing that thing to our channels. Completely unaliving, Xing out the channels. If y'all don't remember, go do your research, man. Look at it. It was a on my timeline. You'll see. Oh, he got video. When you get to about video number 20 or whatever like that, you're gonna see. Damn, it go from 3 months ago to 4 years. I've only been having my channel back for 3 months. 3 months, right? 3 months of having the channel back, and I want just everybody who's new to this to just, get reacquainted to what even led to me being right here in the first place. What led to me being right here in the first place? Me being able to independently establish myself as a black man amongst white folks. I can't tell you how important that is. I can't tell you how important it is to be a nice, well-educated, self-sufficient, I mean, there is no, when it comes to a black man having that, there is no comparison. And I've been around men of renown and people who thought was men, but they really wasn't men, and men who, are real like, oh shit, no, that's a man right there. I've been around evil men, good men, neutral men, you name the male, beta male, alpha male, sigma male, theta male, all the different males. I've encountered them all. I've encountered all of the males, man, the mailman, nigga, the USPS, nigga. I didn't encounter all these type of guys in my walks becoming a god. And the one thing that was common amongst all the men, real men that I've met. Just my experience. I'm not saying, I don't know what your experience is, but all of the real men I've met, they wouldn't know no gay shit. Wouldn't know, playing no gay shit. They didn't play like that, or none of that crazy shit. None of that crazy shit, because they knew that all a man has, well, I was taught, all a man has truly, just like in Scarface, is his balls and his word. But that means that shit goes so deep, but y'all only took that for surface level. Meaning all a man has is his character. All a man has is what he brings to the table without the physical trinkets. That's all a man truly has. Who are you without all of the physicalities? That's going to determine who you truly are in the real world. Because remove all of the physicalities, and if you remove those things and you're nothing without those things, then you're actually nothing with those things and you're perpetrating a fraud anyway. But I've been around a lot of men, bro. A lot of men, you know what I'm saying? You know, especially behind that box I done did 12 years in prison, my brother, spaced out, 4, 8, 12 on some shit, type shit. You feel me? And I done ran across real men from all walks of life. From the square walk of life, niggas, meaning square, meaning he ain't no criminal, but he's still a man. You know what I mean? And from the criminal walks of life. And so with that being said, I consider myself, I used to consider myself, a top-notch, a top-notch man. I'm not even a man no more. I'm in God form now. I'm in God consciousness, which got me in God formation. So I don't even like to refer to myself as man because, as men, today's men, especially today's men, they're considered beasts. Today's men are considered weak. Today's men let the files, the files running the world, man. Got the files just run, man. So these corrupted files that are in the mainframe must be deleted. And trust me, the Bible told y'all they're gonna be doing guillotines and all that type of stuff in the street because of these things that's going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. So what I'm about to present to you, dog, like I told you before, I keep my receipts. And when people, this is real man code and structure. If you are a man and anybody accuses you of sexual crimes that you did not commit, you better go above and beyond the call of duty to prove your innocence to everybody for being stupid enough to even put yourself in this situation. But number two, that's it. Ain't no number two. Yeah, you need to just completely 100%, do something with yourself. Because at the end of the day, all of the real men I've met in life, all of the real men I've encountered in life, they always have a good rapport with women and children. With women and children. Women and children love real men. Okay? And from what I've been observing, all of the things that's been going on hasn't been going on by real men. It's been going on by, these males that people who idolize. And it told you don't idolize nothing. Idolize yourself. Idolize your insides. Idolize what you got going on with, your creations and what you bringing into life. Hold on, right? So when we get into this, I'm not trying to lay up there and say this or say that. I'm just trying to show these are the reasons why they gave me the channel back, but these are the reasons why the channels got taken in the first place. And you're trying to tell me every single reason why my channel got took? Nicki Minaj cleared the whole slate with a few tweets. This is power, people. This is influence. Hold on, I'm about to show you right now. So let me corroborate this stuff with with y'all hero LeBron first, bro. And listen, if I'm a black man in today, I'm a black man in today's white man's world, right? Me, talking about me, talking about me, talking about me. I'm just talking about me. I'm just talking about me, y'all. Okay. As a black man in today's white man's world, you're not gonna see me looking like this. You're not gonna see me looking like this. Why I'm not gonna be looking like this? I'm not gonna be subservient to no other males. When you put yourself to the subjection of other males, what it does is it robs you of your potential of being apex man. Y'all like to call it high value, this, that, that. I like to call it, you know, the ultimate man or apex man. And when you reach through apex man and ultimate man, you realize that, oh, that's why Superman is Superman. Why? Because it's not a man, it's a God. It's God frequency. It's God consciousness that you're trying to reach. And you're trying to reach God consciousness while the devil is distracting you. And what is the devil? The material world. Food, clothing, shelter, education, medication, and the things that physically influence your life. That's the devil. You reaching to apex male, that's a character that the devil gonna teach you. In order for you to become an apex male, that's a character that the devil gonna teach you. So we already know that LeBron is not, you know, the most dominant of males. He might be dominant. He might be dominant on the scoring board, but when it comes to being powerful amongst powerful men, there's a certain tail he gonna tuck now. There's a certain tail he gonna tuck now. Why? Because at the end of the day, man, we as melanated men have to realize that we are God. And when you are God, you must analyze and understand how you rob yourself of power by becoming that which is not God. That which is not God is Lord. What is it called? Your lower self? That's your beastly nature. That's that's the demon self. That's the what? Demon time, demon mode. And they showed you the demon on the left shoulder and the angel. They showed you the demon on the left. They showed you the demon on the left shoulder and the angel on the right shoulder. Okay? And that goes deeper. Right brain, left brain. It goes, you know, duality, the two pillars. You name it. It got so many triple, quadruple, a million entendre meanings. But the main meaning I'm trying to drive home to you is they got men, real men act a certain way. Number one, a real man don't want others subservient to him. A real man wants to see others self-sufficient. A real man wants to see others in their lane and enjoying their lane, right? So I just want to show you real quick. Hold on, that's the warm-up. Y'all don't remember this? Y'all don't remember this? This is a why didn't she get sued or anything? Ready? Here we go.
I ain't confused. I ain't on that shit. That nigga tried to kill me for real. I just fucking got out of that shit. I've been missing for almost like 2 years. I didn't even know where the fuck I was at. I do not fuck with LeBron James. That nigga's a trafficker, my nigga. That nigga is a trafficker. He is a fucking trafficker. He trafficked women in real time. That nigga stole all my money out of my bank account.
No, wait.
I ain't confused. I ain't.
Now, wait a minute. I would say this is poppycock, but she is a member of the WNBA. She is a member of the WNBA, man. Let's hear it one more time. Let's hear the lady out one more time.
I ain't confused. I ain't on that shit. That nigga tried to kill me for real. I just fucking got out of that shit. I've been missing for almost like 2 years. I didn't even know where the fuck I was at. I do not fuck with LeBron James. That nigga's a trafficker, my nigga. That nigga is a trafficker. He is a fucking trafficker. He trafficked women in real time. That nigga stole all my money out of my bank account.
I don't know about you, but can't no female, can't no person on the face of the planet Earth come out and make a video. I don't care if they trolling or not. I don't care if she's trolling. I don't care if she's trying to get a response. You're gonna get an immediate response as soon as you try to put out if it's false data about child and women offenses. Oh, number one, you gonna be number one. You made a produce the receipts. Number two, most definitely, I'm gonna have me a response video going on. I'm gonna have me a response video going on. Beyond shadow of a doubt. Beyond shadow of a doubt. And she's from the WNBA. This is not no regular Joe Blow girl saying this. This girl, I'm telling you, would be happening, man. They show you what be happening just like on the movies. Go pay attention to the movies. In the movies, they show you that people be thinking it's all, man, especially Get Out reminds you, Get Out is the perfect example. The movie Get Out is the perfect example how it looks peachy key on the front end, but on the back end, it's 100% tails. It look heads up on the front end. On the back end, it's straight tails. What rhymes with tails? H-E-W hockey. H-E double hockey stick. H-E double hockey stick, bro. Understanding that it's literally mathematically impossible for all of these rumors, quote unquote, all of these accusations, quote unquote, to follow an athlete for all of these long times, put all of these pieces of the puzzles together, and we just sit around like some bitch ass niggas and turn a blind eye because a nigga know how to worship Baal by dunking a ball. That's where we at with it. We care so much about their talent. We care so much about what they meant in our idolization of them that we are ignoring people, places, and things who are revealing their characters in real time. And we're calling them crazy, we're calling them kooky, we're calling them this, we're calling them that. Man, listen, you're guilty until proven innocent, because I ain't never been around a real man who had a dark cloud of SA offenses over him, and he didn't, and he didn't address it, didn't state his claim as innocent, you know, do a man, we would love to hear from you guys who are on these Epstein files to come and give y'all account. But remember, these are FBI files. These are FBI files y'all talking about. Y'all gonna say the FBI, y'all gonna see the FBI lying, not knowing what else they got on you? Not knowing if they throwing this out, trying to see, look at they being quiet. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. They probably just trying to bait you in. They probably just trying to bait you in, man. Look at her dog. Oh shit. Yeah, that shit hurt a real man. A real man who been doing right by women and children, yeah, that hurt a real man, and he'll do a real video. He was like, what the fuck? I wouldn't dare, bitch. You wouldn't dare accuse me of any kind of foul bullshit like that. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Man, when I see you, I'm gonna make one of the homegirls drag you, shorty, for playing with me. I'm gonna make one of the homegirls drag you, shorty, for playing when she gonna beat the fuck out you, straight the fuck up. Even if you don't, nigga, fuck, at least you threatened it. At least you threatened it to show us how serious you is. I would go on a series of rants. I would go on a series of rants completely annihilating the person who has accused me of such lies and bullshit. But you know what these niggas do? These niggas stay quiet. Because why? Because they know. They know. A liar knows. The more I talk, the more I'm going to reveal about myself. So a person that's telling the truth, he ain't got to worry about conversation. Why? Because it's transparency, it's integrity, it's honesty, it's character, it's real man shit going over here. But a person who lying, they got to keep quiet for, they can't remember all them damn lies. So let me shut the fuck up. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet so a nigga don't bust me in my lie. Let me be quiet too. So, and now they look all mysterious. No, you ain't looking mysterious, motherfucker. We just know you lying. Nigga just don't give a fuck. Why? Because we got so much going on in our own lives. We got so much going on in our own lives. People be worrying about, people be worrying about appearances. Man, listen. Authenticity is the new currency. Originality is the new money. The character, a great character is the new job. I'm telling you, bro. Because at the end of the day, watch me. This ain't it. I'm not done, bro. I just want to give this voice. I just want to give this voice. I just want to relook at things. Enlightenment of his name being in the Epstein file. Why are all these every time We go and associate these guys. These guys are associated with motherfuckers who got these SA charges on them, bro. Dang it, you don't notice that? From Polite to Pharaoh to, to Umar to all of the celebrities in basketball, football, you name it, to Kobe, Jordan, every single one of them got some type of SA allegation, SA accusation. It's literally mathematically impossible for all of those accusations to be pointing to these type of group of people, and these allegations aren't true. Y'all got to do the laws of probability. What are the probable chances that this shit keep coming out, coming out of their mouth, out of their mouth, over and over in different various forms? How many times they're gonna keep repeating it and showing you what they're doing before you say, you know what? Let's not digest this anymore. I believe what they're saying. I believe what they're saying is true. I believe what they're saying is true. Believe that. Man, believe that, man. I believe what they're saying. I believe what they're saying is true. You know why? Because it's a pattern of behavior. And in life, human beings are creatures of habit. And it has become their habit. This has become their habit. And these habits have become world renowned. Everybody knows that the industry is perverted. Everybody knows that the industry is full of these individuals who are taking advantage of innocence, period. All innocence. And all we're doing is sitting back and watching and going, why? Well, here we go. Let's get into some more. Let's get into some more of the files. See, because real men don't let shit like this happen. Now we're gonna show it for real. Real men don't let shit like this happen. Okay? Who remember? Hold up. Who remember that? Y'all don't remember that? I remember it. I kept the receipts. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember that? Hmm. Let's see. Let's see what happened to your memory. Let's see. Let's see if we can jog your memory. Y'all, because y'all act like my receipts ain't retarded. Receipts straight retarded, bro. Receipts straight retarded. Receipt party. This was in if I'm not mistaken, this was in 2021. This was in 2021 on Instagram when I had my first. This is why they delete. This is why they deleted my first Instagram channel. My first Instagram channel that had about 80, 90,000 followers. This is why they deleted my first Instagram channel, because I had a post about LeBron, LeBron James. Yeah, I had a post about LeBron James going viral, and I said, real men don't let, this ain't no real man shit. This is bitch ass nigga shit. This is these things are PDF files that need to be deleted from the mainframe. But in order for them to get deleted out of the mainframe, you got to know the truth. So, and at the time it had 5,390 likes. And King James, that was his name at the time. And King James said, "OMG, I need a daughter, man." Who is this little girl? This is Chris Bosh's daughter. This is Chris Bosh's daughter. So this is why I told you you can't really respect that Bible, because that's what Lot did when all of the Rainbow Booty Boys wanted the angels inside, and he said, "Don't do the angels nothing. I'm gonna toss out my daughters to you." Right? Well, Chris Bosh daughter is sitting in LeBron James' lap, and you already see the rest. If we're gonna bring up the receipt party, if y'all gonna call Chakra Doctor crazy, then all I ask is you just explain this. See, because this came from my screenshots from 2021 that got my accounts terminated because I was telling the truth. And I was asking why. Why did, he got to get a little, listen, you ready? And then it says, She's amazing, dude. Hashtag daddy's lil girl. This is so weird, y'all. And then Di got the kid. A person named Di got the kid. 3. Think about this. Said, why she got a death grip on that ninjas, you know what? You see it? Why he got a death grip on that ninjas, you know what? This is when I started to investigate LeBron James. Because ain't no way, I remember when I don't care what nobody say, you can't get me to unsee that what was on his Instagram account, which has since been scrubbed, of course. No scrubs, no scrubs, no scrubs, right? Which has since been scrubbed. But guess what? Thank goodness I kept my receipt so that you can at least see that, hey, I'm not just sitting over in a corner crazy. I have questions as a man that automatically make me say, this ain't no man shit. LeBron James, you ain't no man. Ain't no man gonna let ain't no man gonna put himself in this predicament. The other man ain't gonna put his daughter in that predicament. This is deep. It goes deep. And there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that you can say that can erase this in real life happening. This happened in real life. This ain't no photo motherfucking shop. Allegedly. Allegedly. We're only doing this for entertainment purposes. You know, this is just the opinion of the person that's talking right now. Just my opinion, man. Just my opinion. It's just my opinion, bro. But I remember my account, and I remember this happened. And it was just so easily swept under the rug. We never heard nothing about it no more. But I always kept it. Cause mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. Mama said. Y'all, hold on, wait a minute. One more time. So y'all don't call me crazy. Ain't no grown man. Ain't no grown man gonna let no girl. No. Okay? So don't call me crazy. Don't call me crazy. Don't call us crazy. Why is LeBron James talking about he hasn't been to a pizza party? You a grown ass man going to pizza parties, bro? Knowing that, first and foremost, don't them suckers love the party, huh? From the Diddy party to the pity party to the pizza party to the hot dogs and ice cream party. They got all kind of parties going. They love, don't them just love to party and waste some fucking time, huh? I ain't never seen so much partying in my life. Party next door. You know, you're a first party, second party, or a third party. Oh, which party are you, Republican or Democrat? Why is it always got to be a party? Party over here. We're gonna party. We're gonna party. Why is always this party? And now that we know, oh, in case y'all hold on, here go the receipts. Hold up. LeBron James referencing. Oh, let me check these crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work. Okay. So this is LeBron James talking about he hasn't been to a pizza party. Wait a minute. What grown ass man talking about a pizza party, knowing that pizza is associated with the other P word? Pizza is associated with the other P word. Even if, wooty woo, wooty woo, a man ain't about to be laying up there and associating himself with no with that type of frequency. A real man ain't vibrating on that type of level. So real men are automatically steering clear, but most importantly, most importantly, are naturally aligned with that which is the opposite of that. And that's, aiding and abetting and helping women and children level up. Because at the end of the day, when you become a full self-sufficient man, people ain't gonna have no choice but to learn from you, because you actually got this experience of what it takes to make things work, to make things turn out right, to see things through from beginning, middle to end, and keep it on repeat as a cycle and habitual behavior that turn into a lifestyle. Understand that when you dealing with these people, wait a minute, these people, we're gonna wait a minute. I don't want to. So we know, because people are like, LeBron James ain't do no ritual shit. Y'all remember when he did this? Y'all don't remember when he did? See, real men ain't doing this. Real men ain't doing this, brother. Real men ain't about to do this right here. Okay, so as you can see, there are certain things that men do, and there are certain things that real men don't do. Like, y'all got to get that through y'all head. There are certain things that a real man does, and there are certain things that a real man just doesn't do. It's not wired in his programming for him to even come upon a notion like that. LeBron, the one that said ain't no party like a Diddy party. Think about this. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. What's going on with all these grown ass men wanting to party? Last time I checked, I thought parties was for your child birthday party, your sweet 16. I thought that shit was for kids. Yeah, as we can see right here, why you think they packed Bernie Mac up? Because sometimes, you know, Bernie Mac they didn't pack Bernie Mac up. Let's get that clear. They didn't pack Bernie Mac up. Bernie Mac didn't have the foresight to see how not to be outsmarted by his enemy. His enemy outsmarted him. And the thing about that is this: who is his enemy? Him. And in my personal opinion, man, uh, they tried to get, they got clips where they show you where they was trying to get kids to sit on Bernie Mac lap, and Bernie Mac was like, "No, you ain't gonna sit on my lap. Go look." Once you done did certain things, and you done crossed over to that side, man, and it's time for you to do certain things and you refuse to do it, they don't fuss at you. They be like, "All right, nigga, say no again. I'm gonna let you get that one. I'm gonna let you slide and get that one, but say no again. And watch what happens. We're gonna ruin you. We ain't gonna even tell you about it. It's just gonna happen to you." And you be like, "Ooh." But they signed up for that when they, sold their soul to that. And a lot of them don't have to sell their soul in no ritual behind no curtain, no blood sacrifice, all that old crazy shit. Sometimes, bro, you gotta remember that this shit is 50% WWE and 50% chance. Remember, Monopoly is Monopoly. You have the community cards, right? And then you have the chance cards, right? You had one, so life is part chance, the other part skill set. So half of it is your skill, and the other half is happenstance, chance. The laws of the universe playing out for you, predicated upon how you use them. So when you're talking about these guys, these males, the number one thing you're not going to see a real man doing. You're not going to see a real man cosplaying as a gay man or playing like a woman, where, real men don't rock like that, son. I know it's hard to hear, but I'm just not from here, bro. I was born in an era. I was born, I'm big unk in this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? So, You know, the era I come up under, you know, it was shameful for a man to imitate. It was shameful for a man to imitate a woman, because only a woman could be a woman. Only a woman can act like a woman. This is why I keep on telling y'all there's no such thing as a homosexual female. There's no such thing as a homosexual female. Homosexual was and created to apply to the male species, because gay was meant for who? Males who acted upon the same sex. And what is that considered in a man's world? That's considered feminine. Oh no, you feminine. So when they go behind the wall, they go to jail or they go in any places, they gotta get into a subservient role like a female, right? But they're a male. Certain rules that they can't do. Like gay dudes can't stand in the real penitentiary that I came up under, gay dudes couldn't stand up and pee. If you were gay if you were gay in jail, you couldn't stand up and urinate. You you couldn't wear manly things or look like a man. You had to completely 100% put on feminine outfits, dress, talk, walk, make you put on makeup, all kind of crazy stuff. Um, and they made sure, that you prostituted yourself to other males who, you prostituted yourself to what on was you in? I don't even know what on was I in. That nigga Craig. Got repeat that question, man, and get educated. Go ask ChatGPT how to ask that question, because that's another thing I got to get on you niggas about, man. You niggas don't know how to talk. You niggas don't know how to read. Don't know how to pronounce words. Don't know how to understand complex sentences and put together complex things. So I got to get on y'all, man. All y'all, the world has been dumbed down. We all have been dumbed down, bro, and we gotta wake up. So if you're asking me what I was in there for, I've been to jail a couple of times for not first and foremost non-violent crimes. As a matter of fact, all of my crimes that I went to jail for, it was because of misplaced loyalty, of handling and being with somebody else doing crimes. None of the crimes I ever committed, I ever got caught for. No. Oh, no, no. Soon as I won't go and team up with a motherfucker and do a crime, that's when I get caught. See? Nobody pays to do shit by yourself. Anyway, because it's way more safer. You ain't gonna tell on yourself. You're not gonna tell on yourself. The reason why all y'all motherfuckers all these motherfuckers is telling on each other, because the young generation of the day ain't never been through nothing. And because y'all never been through nothing, it's easy it ain't even been through nothing. You haven't educated yourself. And because you haven't educated yourself, you don't even know that you actually have the right to say nothing when a cop pulls you over. Yeah, that's LeBron. Nigga says, that LeBron? Yes. And he says in the thing, he says his name is Alexander. You know who Alexander is, that great white boy, Alexander the Great, right? And he says his name is Alexander, and he likes to eat he likes to eat whole turkey meats. He likes to eat whole turkey meats. And these are the guys y'all call men, and niggas like the real niggas, the real men like me. We gotta lay up there, and the good gotta suffer for the bad. This is what's going on. So when you analyze, listen, man, this the dude that came on and he was having a thing with JJ Redick, and he joking was like, "Oh, you gotta sacrifice loved ones," right? Man, listen, a real game type nigga could see through that a mile away, bro. But I always implore you, why go the fake route when eventually even the fake route realizes that, damn, I gotta stop being fake and go the real way. You feel me? Man, is that Brian? Yeah, that's Brian. That's Brian. That's Brian. Remember, Dr. Dre did the same thing. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go. Wait a minute. Dr. Dre. This is what Eazy-E was making fun of Dr. Dre about. See, I remember their initiation rituals. Y'all don't remember their initiation rituals. I remember when these niggas had initiation rituals. Hold on. Dr. Dre. It's the same thing like LeBron had on. Dr. Dre. And hold on. Dr. Dre, hold on. Look at this with Dr. Dre right here. Wait a minute. Oh Lord, where is that? Oh, all right, hold on, let me go. Yeah. Boom. All right, boom. So he had the one piece on too. He had the one piece on. He had the one piece like LeBron had on. LeBron joint was shiny though. LeBron joint just straight up shiny. LeBron trip. LeBron tripping. LeBron. Come on, LeBron. Come on, LeBron. Why do you? And y'all think that? Listen. But you know, he had a little leverage. He didn't have to wear a full-blown dress with fingernail polish and stuff. But he did have to get into the one piece, got into the one piece, and he got his little He Man dancers mixed with the female. He got the female and the He Man dancers. And he doing, man, listen, bro. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Wait a minute. And he said, hi. And he said, hi, I'm Alexander, and I like to eat whole turkey meats. Y'all don't get that? Y'all don't see the gay games that nigga played with y'all with that one. Where is Dr. Dre's picture? Oh, right here. Where is Dr. Dre? Oh, I probably showed you already. That's probably somebody. It's probably on a lag for you on your end. But yeah, LeBron progressive commercial. I never seen this progressive commercial. I never seen this LeBron progressive commercial. Listen, once you do suspect shit, you a suspect. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga got his hand on his hip and he twerked. Look at that boy. That boy say, hi, my name is Alexander, and I love whole turkey meats. Wait, I'm going to show you. Wait, let's play the audio. Wait. Just a little bit.
I'm Alexander. I'm 6'8" and weigh 240 pounds. I like roasted whole turkeys. Wait. I'm about to turn this shit. This nigga said, my name is Alexander. I'm 6'8", 240 pounds, and I like to eat old roasted turkeys. Wait. Let's go. Wait. Alexander. 6'8" and weigh 240. I'm Alexander. 6'8" and weigh 240 pounds. I like roasted whole turkeys. I'm 6'8", weigh 240 pounds, and I like roasted whole turkeys. You know that's going on the intro. You know that's going on the intro. Wait, I think the I told you man just got replaced. My I told you man just got replaced. The I told you man just got replaced. We just replaced the I told you man with Alexander. Wait, no, I didn't understand how funny it was until we do this live right now. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm Alexander. 6'8" and weigh 240 pounds. I like roasted whole turkeys. I'm 6'8", weigh 240 pounds. I like roasted whole turkeys. Oh, these guys are fucking hilarious, man. These guys are fucking hilarious, man. I'm 6'8", weigh 200 pounds and weight. I'm 6'8", weighs 240 pounds, and they're like roasted whole turkeys. I'm Alexander. I'm Alexander, darling. Oh man, these niggas is gay. And they try to paint it to us a picture like they wasn't though. Real men ain't about to do that so that the kids could go copy them and try to go mimic that. Bro used to be a backup dancer like Tupac. Wasn't Tupac a backup dancer too? Don't have me to go get them receipts on Tupac. Don't have me to get my Tupac receipts. Don't have me to get my Tupac receipts on. Boy, you know. That's my new nickname. My new nickname is Mr. Receipts. I better hold on to my receipt.
just to redeem the truth. Exactly. Yeah, we got to keep it truthful because they try to scrub the truth. They try to scrub the truth. But I got the receipts all the way back from 2003, 2004. I got 2005 receipts. I got 2010, 11, 12, 13 receipts. Why? Because I've been telling y'all that these people was not, that something was wrong with these individuals. Bring out the receipts on pod. That's a easy breezy, beautiful Google search. Bring out the receipts on Tupac Shakur? Why, certainly. That's an easy breezy, beautiful. That's an easy breezy, beautiful task to do. Let me go. Tupac, let me go. Tupac in a speedo. Tupac in a speedo dancing. They say heaven is a no. This is when he was underground dancing. He was underground dancing right there. Boom. There you go. Real men ain't doing this, Brody. Brody. Receipt party. Receipt party. Receipt party. That is Tupac Shakur in a speedo, doing his dance for the digital underground, and a nigga that's named Humpty Hump, and a nigga that's named Humpty Hump. Do me, baby, I do the Humpty Hump, I do the Humpty Hump. Do me, baby, do the Humpty Hump. Oh, I do the Humpty Hump. Come on, man. This nigga had a pickle nose. He had a pickle for a nose. The lead singer for the group that Tupac was the backup dancer for had a pickle for her nose, and his name was Humpty Hump. And this is one of the motherfucking instances that he was caught bucket naked on stage doing his thing. This is how he became Tupac, everybody. So I told you my receipts don't miss. I grew up off this stuff, bro. I was programming, had to deprogram and reprogram my mind to a whole different wave of abundance. How you feel about Spike Lee's doing? Come on, it's called doing the butt. Doing the butt, Why you think they got us so fixated on a broad's ass? Why you think they got us so fixated on just booty, period? You got an eye booger, bro. Okay, let me get it out of there, bro. Let me get it out. Appreciate that. I got an eye booger. Somebody said that. Probably didn't, but I still had to, probably do a little touch up real quick. Beautification. What do you look? Nigga said, what do you look for in a man? All right, I'm gonna do a whole nother live on the 25 characteristics of a man. The 25 characteristics of a man. I did a whole video live stream on it. But that's Tupac. I'm gonna do another one. But one of the number one characteristics you're gonna be able to look for in a man. Ready? Is does he know how to not let other men take his manhood, take him from being a man? Do other people trample over his territory? Do other people treat him bad? Is he a nice guy and finishes last? Okay, these are the things that let you know if he's a real man or not. Because a real man, number one, a real man loves himself and he's not about to embarrass himself so that a crowd of people can say, hey, look, receipts, explain this. Just explain it. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk since that's y'all mans in them. That's y'all mans in them. I got all the receipts on all your mans in them. I got all the receipts on all your mans in them. Yeah, they might have deleted my channels, but they did not delete the information that I posted on the channels. Okay? Understand. Well, somebody had asked for, what to look for in a man. What to look for in a man. Another thing. So, ready? Protect, serve, maintain, sustain, provide for himself and who he chooses. Protect, serve, maintain, sustain, provide, first and foremost for himself. Second and foremost for his family. Third and foremost for the extended family or the extended network. Okay? Okay? Understanding that a real man is handy. When a real man enters into the situation is going to get better, not worse. The situation is going to get better, not worse. When a real man enters into the situation, people are going to take it the wrong way because a real man don't care what people think, and people take that the wrong way. Yeah, that isn't a good look, Tupac. He was a backup dancer, kicking it with the Speedos on. Backup, he wasn't dancing for a whole bunch of females, neither. He was dancing for a whole bunch of dudes. He was dancing for a whole bunch of dudes, even females. Though I'm not about to get like that and so I could dance for a whole bunch of females. No, we ain't about to go there. It's about to be some king, god, pharaoh type shit going on while I'm in the building, and it ain't gonna be no embarrassment, humiliation rituals going on. So I'm not coming, man. And that's an easy Google search, bro. That's an easy Google search. Look at your man's, bro. Look at your man's, bro. He right there. Speedoed out. Don't play no games, bro. Don't play no games. Cooling, retarded, drooling, and nothing but. And remember, Hollywood is full of them people. So he had that on around a whole bunch of dudes. He had that on around a whole bunch of dudes, man. So Oprah, last time I checked, Oprah, you not off the hook. Oprah, you not off the hook. If for some reason it's like birds of a feather flock together with these people. These people are always tied to other people who are deeply have a dark cloud of SA allegations upon them. Big dark cloud of SA allegations. Big dark cloud of these allegations, and the cloud never leaves. It always rears its ugly head and busts like a pimple ever so often. Ever so often. Nobody ever find that strange? Nobody ever find that weird? What was Biggie's ritual? He said it in his song. Biggie's rituals was the one more chance and the train wreck that was in the Biggie video that was standing up. Why would you, as a man, why would you have a train wreck using the boys' bathroom, standing up with a miniskirt on in the video? And then have that same train wreck wake up to you in the bed, like as if she was a female, painting it to us like it was a female. Come to find out, it was actually a train wreck. It was actually a train wreck. So it wasn't even a real female when he was talking about, look, first and foremost, a man don't do, listen, you ready? Unless it's in the world, unless it's in the game, a real man ain't about to lay up there and be like, soon as he turn behind, what's your name, what's your size, and all that. Soon as he turn around, I'm gonna kick it in and ask you what your interests are, who you be with, things that make you smile. He was telling that to a train wreck. Which numbers to dial? You gonna be here for a while? I'm gonna call my crew. You gonna call your crew? We gonna party rendezvous after a round two, right? And that same train wreck in the video was in the bathroom, standing up, urinating. And then another Biggie video, Biggie had train wrecks in the video, What that was? Go look. Just go on Twitter X. Twitter X got all the receipts. And it's mathematically impossible for these dudes to keep having the same associations to this you know, to this gang. Only the squad. Only the gang. Look at this. It's a gang, bro. It's a gang. And they're playing gay games. So y'all don't understand when these motherfuckers are playing gay games because y'all never been behind the wall and you ain't never seen how they pressurize a dude who ain't got no heart, a dude who ain't got no intellect, a dude who ain't got no discernment, how they pressurize him and scare. Nigga don't be taking their ass. Nigga be scaring them out their booty. They had one boot man. We had one booty bandit in the jail. He used to scare them niggas out their booty. They didn't why? Cause they didn't want like niggas don't like to fight. This generation don't like to fight and take a lick. So guess what? They booties be getting took. Cause when a nigga that's able to take a lick come in that cell and punch down on him and punch him down. Look, boop, pop, boop. Look, I'm talking about. Look, I done seen this. Look, you ready? I done seen this firsthand. I call that you just a bitch ass nigga. I done seen booty bandit like, man, I'm about to go test him and see if he a man first. I'm about to go test him and see if he a man first. And go in that bitch and be like, yeah, come on, man. I'm about to take your ass. I'm about to take your ass. Come on. And nigga like, what you talking about, bro? I don't want no trouble, bro. Well, you ain't say, nigga hit him up. Pop, pop. You ain't said that when you was out there killing all them people. Pop, pop. You ain't say all that when you was toting that Draco. Pop, pop. You ain't say all that when you was toting that 40. Yeah. And bruised him up so good, he gave it up. He ain't even fight back. That's what I'm saying. He just wasn't a man. As we can see right here, Oprah Winfrey, you remember that white dude, that Oprah spiritual healer? Look at his face. These are not, look. 85% of all language is nonverbal, people. 85% of all language is nonverbal. Oprah spiritual healer sentenced to 99 years for violating girls, accused of baby trafficking. He's been accused of trafficking them babies and got 99 years for messing with them girls at Oprah school. He looks very, he looks like he has no soul. Looks like his soul. Go look at him. He looks like he has no soul whatsoever. It looked like all of the negative things he's done has just, and then look how the karma hit him. Yeah, come on, you're gonna die in jail, nigga. For the next 99 years, you out of here. And that's Oprah's main man. That was Oprah's mentor. Oprah's spiritual healer. So Oprah's spiritual healer is a pedophile. Oprah's spiritual healer is a pedophile. And his name, what his name was? John. This nigga got the nerve to have the name called John of God. The John of God, the faith healers, kept teenagers as schmecks slaves and said their babies and said for what it said? And said their babies, and sent their babies up and sold their babies for up to 40,000 euros before shipping them off to Brazil, from Brazil to Europe. So he was getting them out of Brazil, doing the stuff that we seen on the movie Taken. And then after he do his stuff that we seen on the movie Taken, he ships them off to Europe, and the cycle begins again. A lot of and then when they get all burnt out and they don't want them no more, they discard them. They X them out, discard them, and use them for culinary purposes. And use them for culinary purposes. And then after they do that, they make horror movies about it, they make action movies about it, they make drama movies about it, vampire movies about it, and they make all kind of movies about it over and over, telling you the same theme over and over and over and over and over, because they know that you are too stupid to heal yourself, become your highest self, and change the vibration of the planet. And the reason why you can't change the vibration of the planet is because you are allowing the most heinous things to go on right in front of our eyes. We are allowing the most heinous things to go on right in. Look up the movie Hostel. They tell you about the movie Hostel. How do you feel about abortions interview black community is rich. Yeah, man. It's all, it's all one big ploy to get their hands on baby material, bro. They got to get their hands on baby material because this is the magic of how they siphon youth and how they stay. Remember, the vampire drinks blood, and because the vampire drinks blood and don't come out in the sun, he lives. He lives forever, or quote unquote immortal. They sell it in all of the movies. They dumb it down in all of it. Why? Because to escape the karmic kickback from it. Because then you think trillionaires are paying billionaires and multimillionaires all the way down to the 100,000aire and the little man to conduct these big movie productions only so that you could go to the movies and give them your money? Nobody is watching the content in the movie and saying, hey, maybe these things have a truth to them that we are ignoring because we're too caught up into the entertainment factor of the movie. We're not realizing that a trillion dollar company paid multi-billion dollar companies to pay multi-million dollar companies to produce movie productions so that you can have a false identity and a false perception of what life truly is and a false identity as you move about in that false perception of life. So understand that the main people who we thought was the bomb.com are actually the ones that's doing the most dirt. They the ones that's doing the most dirt. We thought that they was cool peoples, but in actuality, they the ones doing the most diggity dog dirt. And if we don't come and wake up and realize that these individual monsters, must be hunted, the monster must be hunted, the monster must be slayed, the monster must be deleted. There, you can't heal the monster. There's no such thing as a cure for being a monster. No, you can't cure monsterhood. Monsterhood is monsterhood. Okay? A monster loves being a monster. That's why they're a monster. Wait a minute. So John of God, she nice, tight, closely knit with John of God, a convicted child, you know what, right? Then she's closely connected. Oprah Winfrey's private jet was at Epstein's Island 11 times. Go Google it. Was at Epstein's Island 11 times. What happened to those missing girls that got kidnapped from her school in Africa? Well, that's easy. We know what happened. But now that Nicki Minaj said it's true, we taking another look. We got to take another look. Why? Because Nicki said it's true. Nicki said it's true. Nicki said it's true? Yeah, Nicki said it's true. Nicki said, yeah, they doing that over there. They doing that over there. Those guys over there, they be doing that with the baby. Yeah, they eating king cakes and finding the babies. They eating king cakes for Mardi Gras and finding the babies, man. Look at this. Wait a minute. This is the most damning picture right here. Birds of a feather flock together. Will they off Nicki for? No, they're not gonna off Nicki for talking too much because she made a proper. She ready. She made the proper escape. She didn't escape on bad terms. Her dues were paid. She had, you know how in the game shows, she had a lifeline. So she had a lifeline in the Squid Game. She used her lifeline in the Squid Game. And because she used her lifeline, what is her lifeline? Her lifeline are the barbs, her influence over a whole bunch of black women. And she utilized her influence with black women as a big, major leveraging card when it came to crossing over to, think about it, ain't too many more powerful females more powerful than Nicki. I'm not saying she's the top apex most powerful, but out of the females, hold on, what, Swift, Riri, Beyonce, who else? That's it. Oh, Swift, Riri, Beyonce, and so these are the females. These are the top 5 influential females. Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Rihanna, uh, Nicki Minaj, Candace Owens, Cardi B. Oh, Kim. Yeah, I forgot Kim K. Because they don't influence black folk like that. They influence white folk like that. Cardi B, Kim K. Those are the top 7. Think about that. Now analyze those 7 I just named and tell me what kind of value are they bringing to the community. Nicki Minaj, the only one talking about it. Candace Owens, the only one talking about it. They're the only 2 talking about it. Everybody else turning a blind eye, acting like it ain't happening, acting like they ain't with it, and going against and basically trying to shit on the people who telling the truth about it. But look at this, y'all. Birds of a feather flock together. As you can see right here, Miss Oprah in the top left corner, well, in my top left, I don't know if it's your top left, but you can see her kicking it with Diddy, see her kicking it with John of God, see her kicking it with Weinstein, see her kicking it with Cosby. What do all 4 of these males have in common? All 4 of these males have trafficking, child trafficking. Yeah, I like Candace Owens, but she loses points for being married to a white dude. You can't really speak for black people because you're married to a white dude. See, so Candace Owens is like, yeah, she's good, and I'm not gonna lie. I like her voice and I like what she's saying, but she can't fully say what she needs to say, and she can't fully do what she needs to do because the black community don't back her. The black community don't back her. And why the black community don't back her? Because she's married to a white dude. If she was married to a black dude, Candace Owens could go on for president. If Candace Owens were married to a black dude, and that black dude was of some type of prestige and subservient to her, Candace Owens could run for president. That's the reason why Elon Musk is not president. The reason why Elon Musk is not president is because of racism. You can't be from South Africa and be, but let's say Elon Musk was an American. Elon Musk would already be president if Elon Musk was an American. But because he's South African and from South Africa, that's why he gets so much flack. But he is the highest paying taxpayer on. Nobody pays more taxes than Elon Musk, right? And the reason, I'm telling you, Candace, and this is the reason why. Because for so long, I know he's not a citizen. I said if he were a citizen, he'll be president. But because he's not a citizen, he had to go around the long way around. And he had to take and hold Trump's hand in order to get some things done. So I'm saying racist. It's literally impossible for me to be racist because I have no systems created to discriminate against white people. I'm just unapologetically black. And when you're unapologetically black, that offends people. It offends people when you're unapologetically proud to be melanin and unapologetically proud to know your place as a God on earth. That offends people. And so sometimes you just got to live and be yourself in front of these people so that they can realize that they're people and you're not a person. You're not a human being. Understand that. You feel me? We're 3/5 of a human being. What's the other part? That's God DNA. See, y'all didn't understand. Y'all didn't understand. Yes, we're 3/5 of a human being. We're not fully human. Why? Because we got God's code, got God DNA flowing through our skin, effervescently, and everybody hate us for it. Everybody is racist towards us, and then get mad when we want to just be unapologetically black. I'm saying a real thing. The reason why Kamala Harris didn't win is because her husband is white. The reason why Candace Owens would not win is because her husband is white. And believe it or not, white people love unapologetically black black people. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. You see, President Obama got in, and who President Obama's wife was what? Black. Even though we can go into the conspiracy theory thing and say, you know, she has, you know, his wife was really his husband, Michael, right? I'm just saying, to the appearances, for people who believe Michelle Obama is a female, appearances, Barack Obama got in there with a black wife. If Barack Obama's wife was white, he wouldn't have not got in the White House. He would not have got in the White House. There's no way he would have gotten the White House. I'm saying, bro, I'm not getting into the conspiracy part of it. I'm just talking about on politically correct stance. Remove all of the conspiracy theory shit and just get into the politically correct stance. If Obama would have had a white wife, he would not have won the race. The reason why Kamala did not win the race, because Kamala did not have a Indian or a black husband supporting her. And that matters in the eyes of white people because white people are racist. So because a lot of white people, they're just born into privilege and racism. It's just a part of their natural ecosystem. So they like to see black men with black women. They like to see Chinese men with Chinese women. They like to see white men with white women. They like to see that. All of the races like to see that. This is one of the reasons why black men aren't respected in life. Because yeah, we got our pick of the litter, but to the appearances, on the appearances, we treat other races better than we treat our women, which is a lie. But on appearances, a last impression is the greatest impression. Yeah, you niggas say you mean Big Mike? Yeah, you feel me? So, but let's say Kamala Harris would have had her Indian or the same ethnic husband, it would have been hard. It would have been hard for Trump. It would have been hard for Trump. But because, see, 85% of all language is nonverbal. Believe it or not, white people like to see black people with other black people. Oh yeah, kick it with your woman. Leave our woman alone. That's how they feel. You feel me? And so if Kamala didn't get that, and that's the reason why Candace Owens gets so much flack. Because Candace Owens, if you was a black woman with a black husband, or if you was a single black woman, if you was a single black woman or a black woman with a husband, with a black husband, you'll be taken way more seriously. But because your husband is a Caucasian, and because you talk like a Caucasian, walk like a Caucasian, move and think and act like a Caucasian, even though you got a black body, you're not taken as serious by the entire world, because we know for a fact that your identity is melanin, but you act like a Caucasian. There's nothing white people hate more than a black person that acts white. Believe it or not, they accept it because they know, yeah, the ninja is just trying to be like us, flattering, But in actuality, Caucasians don't like when you are trying to act white. They actually like the fact that you act black. So be your black self, please. And whatever your black self is, if your black self, but unapologetically black. What is unapologetically black? Not afraid to be our culture of blackness without fear of what white folks gonna think of us. So yeah, and I done met racist white people. I done met and there's just levels of racism with white folks. They got white folks whose racism is right here, and they got white folks whose racism right here. They got ones whose racism right here. It's just a level. The ones whose racism right here, that's the the ones that's right here. They still got that smidge, but they can they're the ones you be seeing interact with a lot of black people. Some are foster in both races. Some are foster and both races do well. 85% of all language is nonverbal. When you go and you get into an interracial dating scene or interracial dating pool, what happens is other races or other ethnicities see you as weak, because guess what? The world knows that the so-called African American, the so-called black man and woman, the so-called Aboriginal, the so-called, whatever you like to call us, right? They know that we are the actual real lineage of the gods of the earth. And when we do things that are not godly, we immediately get labeled, judged, criticized, and condemned because we are the only ones who don't know that we're the sleeping giant. Everybody else knows that we're the sleeping giant. Everybody else copies, follows, and copies and pastes us. Everybody copies and pastes us. We're the only ones who don't copy and paste us. Everybody, the world is copying and pasting us. We busy trying to copy and paste them. You feel me? Who has the full Bible? Shit, the full Bible is within. The kingdom of heaven is within. So, anyways, when you're dealing with these other races, and the Chinese man see you kicking it with a white girl, he said, it's a weak black man. And all of the race they say you're weaker black man. Why? Because you couldn't cultivate and grow your own woman into a success. This is why black men of today are seen weak. Why? Because we don't know how to take and grow and cultivate our women into successful women. But we know how to follow the trend of all of the different ethnicities of the world. We know how a black man know how to be an Arab. A black man know how to be every color but a black man. A black woman know how to be every thing but a black woman, right? And so when the geniuses, gods of the earth, are moving around in such a way that isn't befitting of godhood, we deserve to be labeled, judged, criticized, and condemned. And nature deserves to withhold certain things from us until we wake up out of our slumber and get into our consciousness, break into our God body, our God consciousness, and start eating right, thinking right, drinking right, interacting with one another, healing ourselves, and then taking that healing and uniting ourselves healed, right? Name a country, man. You see a black dude with a white chick, and believe it or not, they know one thing. Everybody knows that everybody except black people know that black people are gods. Y'all know that, right? The reason why the other ethnicities hate you so much because you're God. And what hates God, everybody? Can y'all spell it out? Can somebody put it in the chat? What hates God? Everybody, remember, the microcosm mimics the macrocosm. We are the microcosm. So let's analyze what's going on. Everybody, for some reason or another, no matter what ethnicity they are, got some type of hatred towards the specific melanated people over here in the Americas. The specific melanated people, hold on real quick. The specific melanated people over here in Americas. What hates God? The devil. Saturn. Go get the book. Go get the book. And understanding that, and somebody said the black man is God, the white man is the devil. And believe it or not, without being racist, I can prove that right here. Number one way to show you that this is the number one way to show you that the microcosm is mimicking the macrocosm when it comes to Caucasians and it comes to melanated people. Okay? The number one thing, there are trillions of creatures on the face of the planet Earth. Hundreds, if not trillions, hundreds of billions of creatures on the face of the planet Earth. The only creatures that get rejected by the sun, the life giver of Earth, is only one creature. It's only one creature. If you take me right now and place me in the sun, guess what? All I'm gonna do is just get more beautiful, more dark, and more smoother skin. Matter of fact, all of my health is gonna improve. My immune system is gonna improve. I'm probably gonna start developing psychic and all kind of capabilities. My body is gonna go into some type of process that actually benefits and grows me into a better person. If you leave me in this, if you take a person like me or take any one of us and leave us in the sun and just let the sun just bake us. Give us some water. Give us some water and let the sun just bake us. We can just do it and get better. But there are certain people on the face of the planet Earth, if you take them and give them some water and just let them sit in the sun, they will cease to exist. They will burn, they will literally burn and pass away. Okay? They will literally burn and pass away. This is a sign of the curse of Cain. This is a sign of the curse of Cain. Remember, Cain was cursed. What he was cursed to be, the wrong. But what was the curse? The curse was what he was once melanated and became white for doing what? For killing his brother. Where did that story come from? Set and Osiris. Set is the original Cain, and that story of Cain and Abel is actually the story of Set and Osiris. And Set, when Set unalived and exed out his brother Osiris, the pantheon of the godhood punished him by taking away his god power, and he became ashen white, literally. And Ra, his father, forever burns him as a sign to any other God that ever does a crime like this. This will be your fate. You will lose your power. And he said, I'm going to sit on a straight way and I'm going to detour man and everything going to get inverted. Well, think about this. You ready? So that's the first sign. The sun rejects your DNA completely. If I put you in the sun for too long, you're going to malfunction as a Caucasian. You feel me? You're gonna malfunction as a Caucasian. This is just plain simple fact. All Caucasians know this, and all Caucasians, somewhere inside of them, are envious and don't like melanated people because this is not their reality. That's one. The sun. Okay. Number two, that shows you that, the microcosm might be mimicking the macrocosm when people say that white people are the devil. Why? Because the devil, you ready? About this, all of these things came to me in my search and trying to find out if things are true or not. All of these things came to me, right? The number two thing that lets you know that they just might be, they are the inventors of all of the Caucasian religions. And all of the Caucasian religions are actually Black plagiarisms. And in these Caucasian religions, they have stripped and removed the divinity from being Black, of being Black. Black women have no divinity as goddesses in the book. Black men have no divinity as gods in the book. And their God and the God of the Bible, I keep telling you, the God of the Bible is actually the devil in disguise. And I prove it over and over beyond shadow of a doubt. So much so, I wrote a book on it. Go get the book. Okay? But the number one religion that they created to show you that they just might be on some devil shit is atheism. For only a devil can create a religion that affirms that there is no God. Actually, affirming that there is no God automatically lets you know that there is God. There is a God. Because you're affirming that there isn't one shows you that there is. Yep. Jesus is the bright morning star. The devil is in disguise. Yes. The robot, Transformers, robots in disguise. Wait a minute. So, son, the world religions, but specifically one specific world religion, atheism. And remember, they say what? The devil came to they say the devil is a what? Unalive or X out. Well, let's analyze. But we ain't gonna. Let's get to this third one. My third main one. Which race or ethnicity on the face of the planet is the leading offender in sexual abuse, sexual allegations. It's not Hispanics. They run a very, 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 very close third. But white people, Caucasian people, are the biggest sex offenders on the face of the planet Earth. You don't consider that devilish? We could keep going. Who is the greatest liar? What ethnicity has lied the most on the face of the planet Earth? Caucasians. These are just coincidences. Let me know if I'm wrong. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? My white people that's listening, even my white people that's listening to me right now, am I tripping? The greatest racists on the face of the planet Earth are Caucasian. So much so that they created whole systems to oppress darker races. The greatest cannibalizer and unaliver of themselves. Nobody unalives Caucasians more than Caucasians. Nobody X out and unalive Caucasians more than Caucasians. So many Caucasians right now need to heal because they've been SA'd by their Caucasian handler parents. Gotta heal. So many Caucasians face so many ailments because they don't have that close relationship with the sun like they need to. There is a way that a Caucasian person can begin to gain melanin, but it takes practice and you gotta want it. And most people are used to having easy things, right? So they say the devil came to steal. The biggest thieves on the face of the planet Earth, right? The history books is recorded. They stole everything, right? Steal, kill. The biggest unalivers. Their culture is a complete 100% death culture. So much so they got death metal, they got death horror genre, death music. You name it. Death is the order of the day. Destroy. Somebody said destructive. You said I've heard all of us be bad. Listen, even the most good ones, even the most Saint Episcopalian good ones amongst you. I've 44 years of living on earth, and I've still never met a white person that can just transparently tell the truth. You always need to dress the truth up in some kind of a fixture in order for white people to digest it, simply because, they don't possess the melanin to actually process it in real time. They're going to have to go over and repeat this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. They got to keep repeating the same processes over and over and over again in order for them to reach a certain level of understanding of something that they're doing. Why? Because people don't understand melanin is not just pigmentation in skin. Melanin is carbon-12 DNA flowing through your body. It is literally, remember, carbon is the substance of life, the building block of life. So understand, when you're talking about these type of things, man, you're talking about these things from a perspective of, I'm talking about these things from a perspective of, science and genetics. And for any Caucasian people or any light-skinned ethnicities who want to know more about the genetics and why things are the way they are, man, it's just natural and simple. It's just natural and simple. So lie, steal, kill, destroy, right? Most importantly, lie, steal, kill, and destroy from who? Themselves and black people, themselves and melanated people. That's what they do it for. Think about this right here. They got this thing now where they are drinking melanin vitamins. Melanin is worth more melanin is worth more than gold on the exchange. Go look it up. Melanin is worth more than gold on the exchange. They got remember, that's what sunscreen is. They did a study, or they did this little camera thing where they showed the infrared and how what sunscreen really looks like on the skin. And these white people put the sunscreen on their skin and they put the infrared camera on, and guess what it looked like? It looked like they was in blackface. because that's what it is. That's what sunscreen really is. Sunscreen is actually, what you think they're doing with all these aborted fetuses? What you think they're doing with all these aborted babies? What you think you're doing with all of these black corpses and the organ harvesting and all of the good stuff that they're doing? What you think they're doing? They using it, they're turning that shit into multi-purpose. Melanin. Remember, when they raided the Egyptian tombs, what did they do? They ate the mummies. They ate the mummies. What are you talking about? They've been eating people since the recorded history of Caucasians in the world. They've been recording eating people. So no wonder they gave you a religion where a fucking God, you got to eat the God in order to fucking appease the God. You got to eat the fucking flesh of the God, bro, and drink the blood of the God. And since their inception on the face of the planet Earth, these practices and behaviors have followed them around since they've been here. What's another thing that lets you know that the microcosm is playing out with YT people being the devil? They are the inventors of, ready? Here we go. Male homosexuality started when they came. Wouldn't no recorded history of black males, black men, black gods running in the backsides of other black men and black gods. That wasn't the case. Go look at all of the data. You can't find no data where there are statues or depictions of black gods running in the backsides of black gods. But if you go into their history and you go and look into their gods, you can see that their gods were kidnappers, their gods were rapists, their gods. Go look at the story of Zeus and Ganymede. Zeus and Ganymede. Ganymede was nothing but a little boy. Zeus stole him and did the R-A-P-E word to him. Stop it, man. They got pictures and s'mores and galores of their leaders, their followers, and their whole history is riddled with Sodom and Gomorrah activity, bro. It's riddled with Sodom and Gomorrah activity. So what is the original man's problem of why they have not overcome the oppression of the white race? The original man is afraid to practice hekar. What is hekar? Magic. But white folks practice it on y'all every day. That's why y'all in the hamster wheel. That's the only reason why. They make you scared of it and gave you Caucasian ass Jesus, Caucasian ass Jesus, Caucasian ass Arab ass Allah, Hindu ass fucking Buddha, Krishna, whatever, the Brahma and all that nigga over there, and gave you a whole bunch of males, a whole bunch of penises to worship. You get on your knees, you gotta get on your knees in Allah and bump your head like you sucking some dick. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Come on, they gotta get down and they gotta do and they gotta bend. I used to be a Muslim. You gotta bend down, you gotta bow down like. Come on, man, this shit is all homosexual innuendo, nigga. I've been behind the wall. I know how they get down. So when you look at today's leaders of homosexuality, who are they? The Caucasian race. The Caucasian race has the biggest homosexual community. And the Caucasian race is at a what? Below replacement rate when it comes to their birth rate. They're literally dying out because these are the ways of the devil. You know how homosexuality is of the devil? Because in order to join the sick side of the Illuminati, in order to join the sick side, you gotta let them run up your backside and steal your root chakra and lose your manhood. And all you have is your balls and your words, stupid nigga. Once they take your booty hole, nigga, you ain't a motherfucking human no more. You ain't got a soul no more. They took your soul, brother man. Brother man. You will always be considered a beta male, a feminine. You will always be considered a feminine. You will always be considered a feminine amongst men. Why? Because you let another man stick his dick in your mouth, bitch ass nigga. You let another nigga fuck you in your asshole ass nigga that ain't respected amongst real men, real gorillas, real hounds, real niggas that know how to get this shit done. Real niggas a real nigga, you ain't even about to approach him like that, man. You ain't about to play no gay games with a real nigga. Because there's the possibility you might unalive and get X'd out. There's the possibility you might get unalive if you play with a real man like that. Corey, that couldn't have been me with no Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. Anton Daniels would have caught one in the eye, pop, and I would have had a charge. Yeah, I would have had a charge. Would have took it off, or he would have just took his beat up like a man. He would have just took his beat up like a man. But you know, nigga like Anton Daniels, he about to do what? He about to call them people. Yeah, he hit me. You see, these niggas is bitches. Niggas can't snap, man. Look at them. Niggas don't know what it's like to fight multiple men, get jumped, and still win the fight. Niggas don't know what it's like to do real guerrilla shit. So now you got pedophiles running your world. And now you're saying, the world ain't, the men ain't man no more. Nah, the men have been exterminated, have been castrated chemically, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Show me where the men at. Show me where the men that ain't afraid to be spanked by master. Oh, master gonna spank me. I better not say that, or master gonna do me something. Show me. They only got a few of us that are able to be unapologetically black in front of white folks, and not get did dirty for it. Yeah, so go look at my timeline. I've been talking like this, been doing this for years. Channel, I've been getting thousands of views for years. I'm talking about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, dog. I've been had this channel. Donald Trump gave me this channel back. Man, I wrote the nigga a letter. He gave me the channel back. I'm be keeping it real. Wrote the nigga an email and a letter. Gave me my channel back. Because it was terminated before. It was terminated before this. So I'm saying, real niggas do what real niggas do. You feel me? I know one thing for certain, and I know two things for sure. She doesn't need to this year. Nah, man. And see, this is the thing about it, bro. This is the thing about it, bro. When you are a real man, it might offend people at first, but real man don't care who get offended about his manhood, because he know that's all he got, his balls and his word. His manhood has to be intact. This is the only thing that's going to keep him as a valuable species amongst the feminine diaspora, because a real man cares about procreation. A real man cares about lineage and legacy. A real man cares about, hey, family, building a family, and solidifying this shit as an actual kingdom or an entity to be respected amongst other men. Fuck is you talking about, bro? They got a lot of motherfucking traits of manhood that's gone from society today. So I might rub a lot of people the wrong way. But when did the doctor ever care about how much your arm hurt when he putting it in a cast? Matter of fact, he tell you, hey, this shit might hurt a little bit, and snap your shit back into place. Nigga, I've delivered my own children out of vaginas before. Nigga, you niggas, man, quit playing. Quit playing. A real man wants the experience of seeing his baby's head come out of his woman's vagina, and he's the one that's doing the delivery. Fuck is you talking about, bro? The world don't got men no more. Men used to do this. Men used to be able to deliver their own children. They didn't have to bring them to a white boy to deliver their motherfucking children. Fuck is you talking about? I'm just real big on black people being black people. I ain't got nothing to do with no racism. I'm just real cool on black people being black people. And I got a whole bunch of fact, legit reasons of why, hey, you might want to take what white people are saying with a grain of salt when you do it, buddy. And it ain't got nothing to do with going against white people. We just gonna put the pattern of the facts together. And so the reason why I'm respected amongst white folks and white folks pay me for what the fuck I got going on is because I'm not afraid to be unapologetically black in front of them. I'm not afraid to show them that, hey, Caucasian, I'm the parent, you're the child. Y'all race only been here. Your race ain't even been here for 7,500 years. My race been here for over 75,000. We are not the children of Israel, black people. They are the children of Israel. Last time I checked, we are not children. We are the parents of civilization. We are not the children of civilization. We are the children of the celestial stars and the sun and all that good, all that good heavenly body shit. We are the children of the heavens, but we are not the children of the earth. We are the gods of earth. They are the children of earth. Once black people understand this, embody this, and move like this, then you gain your power back and you will see them respect you. But until then, they're going to keep treating you like they treat you. Hating you because you got dark skin, hating you because your hair long, hating you because of all of your black features. And remember, they don't got none of these features. So there's just a natural, innate hate towards melanin, right? Because, think about it, bro. You can go in the sun right now and just kick it and just chill. The most gonna happen to you is some sweat and you're gonna get darker. They can die. Put them in the sun and they can actually be gone, out of here, get cancer, get all kind of diseases because they had too much sunlight. They show you in the vampire movies, they can't come out in the sun. So I'm trying to get it where we getting this confused at, people. It's nothing, there's not racism. These are all genetic facts. And y'all so sensitive in this day and time, y'all don't even like to hear the fucking truth anymore. Because you're too sensitive. Your ears too fucking sensitive. You don't even like to hear the fucking truth anymore. No wonder we live in a world full of illusional people. People who believe in this facade called the physical world. Last time I checked in the Quran, they told you this world is nothing but play and amusement. And if you're not in this bitch having complete 100% fun, leveling your life up, you living the wrong way. You feel me? So understand that, man. Birds of a feather flock together. So ain't no way Oprah gonna be tied to all these pedophiles, and she not the one. And she go to Epstein Island 11 times, and all them girls missing from her school, and y'all don't know how to put pieces of the puzzle together like y'all ain't watched Murder She Wrote or CSI New York, Miami, or one of these motherfucking shows in your life one time. So, and they show you how they operate right there in the cop shows. They show you in every movie. Show me, and listen, they created the Hollywood movie industry. Show me one movie that's positive. Ain't no positive movies. Ain't no positive TV shows. Ain't no positive anything. Right now, they're doing this another thing. They doing the white boys doing this other thing. They running into each other with no pads on at full speed. Just destructive. Just self-destructive, bro. Look, let me jump out of an airplane to see if the parachute gonna open or not. Let me jump out of the airplane so I can get a thrill. Why? Because that white privilege and that racism put them in a bubble where they can't experience the world in a certain way. So they got to create that experience in that hardship. So let me go jump out of a plane to get a thrill. Because I don't know what it's like to get it out of the mud. Let me go and skydive to get a thrill. Let me go and deep sea dive to get a thrill. Let me go and test the limits of Mother Nature to get a thrill. That's what new species, that's what babies do. Oh, look, a ball. I just discovered a mummy. I just discovered lightning. I just discovered this. They're still discovering shit, trying to analyze how shit works. They don't even know how, Caucasians don't even know that spirit and physical supposed to be together, that science and religion supposed to go together. They don't even know that yet. They don't even know that yet. They think that the zodiac is poppycock and astrology is bullshit. This is what they're thinking. But the rich ones among them know for a fact that, everything is everything. So, yeah, no, bro, it's no such thing as white supremacy. The only thing is black illusion. Black people, you are under the illusion that white is supreme, and therefore you abide by the white Jesus program and allow white folks to do all of the things that they do because you don't realize that you're a God yet. Simple. But once you do realize that you're a God, you will immediately be seeing the angels and the demons and the dragons and the jinn and the gnome and the fairies just, for some reason, just open the pathway for you because you just became unapologetically black. And when you're unapologetically black, you are claiming your heritage as a child of God. But as a child of God, think about it. If you're a child of God and God is a God, and God's children got to be gods too. You can't be a child of God and not be a God your goddamn self. You can't be a child of God and not be a God your goddamn self. This is why the Bible says that you are gods, because you are a child of God. So if you're a child of God, but you're acting like a human, then things in life might not be going the way you wanted to. Why? Because you're still acting like a human when the last time I checked, your heritage is God, divinity. So the majority of men aren't spiritual. The majority of women aren't spiritual. And this is why y'all inheriting boring ass, shitwater ass motherfucking experiences of Earth. The Earth simulation was meant for people who had an ambition of life, an enthusiasm of life, right? Desire, faith, love, sex, romance, enthusiasm, and hope fulfill their life and bring it and fulfill it more abundantly on a daily basis. These are the people who are living life and not let life live them. You're either living life or life living you. If life living you, you already know what that means. But if you live in life, congratulations. Congratulations, you finally made it off the motherfucking hamster wheel. You goddamn rodent, you. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do that you off the hamster wheel? Because last time I checked, the hamster wheel is located inside of the hamster cage. Do you know how to climb out of the hamster cage, human? Do we know how to become gods again? Because the test is about to happen. And the test is gonna be upon us. Who know how to be gods, and the gods are gonna move forward, and who stay human gonna stay human. And the humans are gonna get left behind. They show you this All the scriptures. So no, I believe what my eyes see. Ain't no such way. And then you remember her main man is L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid, that's one of her main dudes. Look at record exec. He's settling sexual. You ain't gonna never see me settle no sexual lawsuit. Bitch accused me of some motherfucking false sexual accusations. It's going to be some hell to tell the captain and a receipt party for days. And I will never settle. I will go broke before I settle. Because I can get it back again. You know what I can't get back? I can't get back bowing down and bowing out gracefully to somebody saying I sexually assaulted them. That's impossible. That's impossible. Great grand holy mother ain't gonna even much put me in that predicament because she know I'll stop and divert all my attention away from my mission just to make sure and clear up that bad water. I stopped saying that name. Nah, there's all the same shit. It don't matter if it's Yeshua, Jesus. It don't matter if it's Yahweh, Allah, Buddha, Krishna. It's all Pan, Zeus, you name it, Chronos. It's all the same being. Nigga, it's all the same being. I wrote a book on it. Go get the book, bro. Go get the book. It's on the website, Barnes and Noble, Amazon, Lulu, and all of the different outlets. Go get the book, man. I ain't got time to talk about it, man. You walk it like you talk it, so I wrote a book. And you say you gonna hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. There y'all go right there. Boop, boop. Make sure y'all go get the new and improved Superfood Oil and Tea Intracellular 3-day Intracellular Fast Detox Bundle. It's only $55.55. Wow, 55 watching. There we go. There we go right there. But yeah, if you're a black person still worshiping and obeying Caucasian thought forms, you are still asleep. Why? Because once you wake up and become into God consciousness, the consciousness of the divinity of blackness, you immediately see how it's an error in your code and programming to be subscribed to European Caucasian thought forms. You got to deprogram, reprogram, and turn it all the way up. Deprogram, reprogram, turn it all the way up. You already know the saying. It's gonna come together like butt cheeks. All you gotta do is keep on twerking, buckle down the hatchet, stay humble, keep going. Attitude of gratitude is the longitude and latitude. Y'all already know what it is. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow and or the next day. Talk to y'all tomorrow or the next day, 'cause I think tomorrow is Tuesday. So I might do one or I might not do it, depending on how I'm feeling. But man, I didn't even watch that Super Bowl neither. Y'all watch that Super Bowl? I did not watch that Super Bowl. Doc, is there any way I can contact you? I've been watching you since I was 17. I'm 21 now. What's going on, man? I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate you watching me since that early. But if you've been watching me that long and you ain't joining on the festivities, man, you've been sleeping, man. But if you want to contact me, the contact information is on the website. Go on the website, scroll down, and all of the contact information is on the website. Call, and one of my staff team members will answer your call, and you will be able to, we'll be able to assess your situation on what you got going on. So don't look, and this is all we got. I told you once again, all of the things that we got going on, all of the things that I got going on. These are all the things that I got going on. The number one thing I got going on is the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. It is the first church of its kind, the church where magic lives. You know what I'm saying? I got the new Superfood and Tea Intracellular Detox Fast Bundle. Remember how much Superfood tea used to cost? Now you get Superfood tea and Superfood oil for only $55, and it's the same size, same quantity, but now it's cheaper and better package. All right. One thing for certain, and two things. Rashad Jamal is a pedophile. See, shining a light on it. Nah, man. I already exposed Rashad Jamal, and Rashad Jamal is a pedophile. Sorry. That's why I put him in jail. That's why my magic put him in jail. You can't free Rashad Jamal because Chakra Dr. Magic through the Great Grand Holy Mother put him in jail. The Black Cube Codex. Go get the Black Cube Codex. Saturn exposed, sovereignty restored. The God of the Bible is Saturn. This book proves it right here. Make sure if you want to come through and get a 3-day reset at the Chakra Doctor Clinic, please sign up right here at chakradoctor.xyz. If you want to activate your chakras and participate in FCA yoga, please go to chakradoctor.xyz. If you want to join, if you want to see if you're eligible, If you want to see if you're eligible for the MK Ultra Self Mind Control Programming and Mentorship Program, please fill out the form. If you are eligible and if you are approved, you will receive a letter and a phone call. All right. Chakra Doctor Hypnotherapy. If you want to see what it's like to actually hypnotize your mind to wealth, hypnotize your mind to health, hypnotize your mind into the prosperous pathways that you see yourself having. Chakra Doctor Hypnotherapy. If you want to change your timeline, Chakra Doctor Hypnotherapy. If you want to experience time traveling while still in your body and astral projecting, Chakra Doctor Hypnotherapy. If you want to improve your already psychic or tele abilities, Chakra Doctor Hypnotherapy. If you know Chakra Doctor is a money wizard, you know I started off as a money wizard. I'm gonna stay a money wizard. If you're trying to increase your finances, go to the website and get you some money algorithms. These are actual books. You're gonna have to read them. Okay, these are actual books. You're gonna have to read them. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, you're gonna have to read them. You want to improve your love sex relationships, get the love sex relationship algorithms. If you want a tarot reading or a natal chart reading, please holler at chakra.xyz. If you want positive sigils that literally change your mind into a positive mind because you don't want to be a negative thinker anymore, getting the Alma's positive mind on my website, chakra.xyz. And you already know I started with the affirmation Bible. Nothing propels you forward better than what you tell yourself and what you affirm to yourself on a daily basis. Well, this is sorry. Well, this is a little bit different in that these are the very affirmations that I told myself on a daily basis that helped me build my entire company and my entire brand. And you know, I came from nothing to something. You know, I came from homelessness to owning my house, owning my car, owning everything. Went from owning nothing to owning everything. So y'all already know what the business is. Somebody said, I think somebody had a question. Let me see. Yeah. So so let's shine a light on that, Mr. Shine a Light on it. Let's shine a light on. Matter of fact, since you mentioned that bitch ass nigga, my next PDF files, my next one is gonna be on Rashad Jamal for all my Rashad Jamal lovers. I'm about to put the dagger in the coffin because y'all forgot I got the receipts from when I exposed them the first time of pedophilia. I'm gonna bring up the receipts again. Yeah, I believe I believe the little girl that testified on him in court. Any questions? Peace.